Hello and welcome. I'm Nicole. I'm with Devoted Mamas. I'm really excited to share with you today a practice geared toward reflux and nausea. So these are two things which are counterintuitive to think like, oh, a movement practice would be a good idea, right? Like when we have reflux, it's like, ugh, like we don't want to move. And when we're nauseous, sometimes we also don't want to move. However, there is evidence that says that actually moving can be a very helpful thing. So I want to guide you through just a few postures, a few breathing and postures that I'd love to offer to you. And if you can kind of stick them in your back pocket, do them with me so you kind of get a feel for what they're like. And then use them throughout your day. So the thing with reflux is you don't really have to change anything if you are like in your yoga practice or your workouts, unless you have actual reflux in the moment. And with nausea, kind of the same thing. Like if you had nausea this morning, but you don't have it now, you don't have to modify anything to address nausea or reflux unless it's actually happening. However, movement can be helpful in regulating the sympathetic system, that rest and digest system, because nausea, anxiety and reflux and just the discomfort that comes from those symptoms just can be agitating and can elevate your energy system. And so yoga and the postures and practices that we can do actually can help to regulate your system. We're gonna start seated. So maybe if you wanna find a seat, you can be seated in a chair, you can be seated on the floor. And we're simply gonna bring the hands to the legs and sit really tall. So first take a nice deep breath in through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. Just releasing any excess heat from the body. Good, inhale through the nose and exhale out. Now close the lips and we're gonna begin a breath which is double breath. So 2 times breath or however you wanna call it. We're gonna breathe in for 2 counts, just make it your own 2 counts. And then exhale for 4 counts, lips closed. Inhale for 2 counts. Exhale for 4 counts. Good, now inhale for 3 counts. Exhale for 6 counts. Inhale for 3 counts. Exhale for 6 counts. So if you got the rhythm here, you can definitely close your eyes. Inhale for 3 counts. Exhale for 6 counts. Inhale for 3 counts, we'll do 2 more. And exhale for 6 counts. Inhale for 3 counts. Exhale for 6 counts. Adding a little more, inhale for 4 counts. Exhale for 8 counts. Inhale for 4 counts. Exhale for 8 counts. Good, 1 more. Inhale for 4 counts. And exhale for 8 counts. Good. So this elongated exhale is helping to down regulate, get back into that regulated zone where we're not in kind of the external extremities of our nervous system. Now let's add an arm movement. So inhale, take the arms up overhead. Exhale them down underneath the chin. So you're gonna place your chin down into your hands and practice a good sitting posture. So this posture is gonna take you into alignment. So if you're sitting like this posture just has a way of getting you into good posture. So good posture enables good breathing. Good breathing enables more ease and less nausea. So you're gonna inhale and drop the chin down, allowing the rib cage to expand. And then as you exhale, draw the elbows together and forward, and that will naturally float the chin up. Exhale, so your rib cage is doing the same thing as your elbows. Inhale, drop the chin down, float the elbows wide, your rib cage expands broad. And then exhale, elbows float together, the chin floats back. So we're positioning right back over the occiput here, right at the back. So inhale, staying in good posture, drop the chin, look forward. Exhale, keep the eyes open. Inhale, reaching. Elbows up, broaden through the ribs. And exhale. Good. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Release the arms down. So already just notice these 2 breath practices might be enough for you to get through a little bout of nausea or some reflux. So we're going to take now a little twist, crossing the arm over to one side, deep breath in. Breathe into the back side of your ribs. So sending the breath down and back. So just so you know, breathing down and back is sometimes the opposite of what we think we need to do when we breathe. Inhale, crossing, breathing down and back. A lot of times when we inhale, we think of going, and then exhaling, we're doing the opposite. Actually, the inhaling and lifting is paradoxical breathing. So if you can get into the inhale and let it take you down and back, you're going to feel more balanced in the energy of receiving and giving. And we're also using this breath. So take the other side, just a gentle twist, and practice here breathing down and back. You might even need to add a little scooping of the tailbone to really feel space in the back of the rib cage. Exhale. Good. And then finally, one last posture I'm going to offer, coming into child's pose with a block or without a block. So child's pose in pregnancy, a great way to take this is with the big toes touching and the knees apart. So option 1, take your block if you have one and let your forehead rest on the block. Now, if you're nauseous or you're feeling reflux, you might elevate this. This could even be on a chair. So the head slightly higher than the heart, slightly higher than the stomach, gives you a chance to just feel grounded. So there are receptors here that are grounding at the top of the eyebrow. Option 2, if you have no blocks or props, take your elbows to the ground and you're gonna rest the heel of your hands on your eyebrows. So you can actually do this at a desk, like say you're at a place where you can't get on the floor and rest, but you're feeling nauseous. You can take the heels of your hands, press them into the eyebrow, and let the fingers wrap over the top of the head. So sometimes nausea and reflux is accompanied by a headache, so this can feel really, really nice. So the palms are pressing into the eyebrow, that bone right there just above the eye sockets, and let the fingers rest over top of the head. And then imagine your fingers grow like little suction cups, and they're slightly suctioning onto the crown of your head. Practice some deep breathing here. Exhale. One more inhale. And exhale. And then slowly press the elbows into the ground and start to lift the head just slightly off of your hands without losing contact. So with the suction cup image of your fingers, imagine that you're almost like pulling the frontal cortex of your brain forward or giving space for that thinking brain. And then exhale, release back in, settle. And when you're ready, use your hands into the floor and come out, coming to sit. So there are a few things you can do anywhere. These are very accessible. You could be in your car waiting, you could be standing in line, you could be holding your baby and rocking your baby and be able to do these practices. Well, I guess if you're pregnant, you're not holding your baby. Maybe you are. Maybe you're holding a baby and pregnant. But you can be doing these things during your day and find relief. And then the final tip I have, which I'm not going to do with you live here, is to go outside. Go outside, get some fresh air, walk barefoot on the earth if you can. I know the weather is starting to warm up. Maybe you're in a different part of the country where it is very warm. Take advantage, earth, ground, feel the earth into your feet, and that will help again to bring the energy down and back. That's the state that we want to be in. That parasympathetic fight or flight is more forward and out. And if we can breathe deeply and do practices which send our energy down and back, we'll find balance for these symptoms that we can't sometimes avoid in pregnancy, but we can definitely support ourselves in feeling better.